a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Patriots and the Bills, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here, losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. Bringing them out, a guy who's top 30 all-time in yards and touchdowns. Not bad for a 4th-round pick back in 2012. Captain Kirk Cousins.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by Zach Wilson, former 2nd overall pick, now in his 3rd season out of BYU.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Patriots take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Cousins. In trouble, and he's taken down. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing is Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got this rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as his safety blitz winds up paying off. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
That one finds Hyatt. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 23. A good pickup there at 22.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
On 1st down, Wilson. His throw incomplete. The Bills sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've dropped 5 straight coming in, so right now cherishing this lead. And they've got the football as well, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's the veteran Justin Houston who got in there to make the stop.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown! Dalton Kincaid, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
New England trying to get a place on offense. Charles, you got to think the number one goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They just got to find a way to get it done.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, here's Cousins.
This one swung out to Williams.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Cousins again.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Leonard Floyd, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Wilson.
Oh, short pass here taken in by Laporta.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. 2nd and 7 as they've got it as we resume action. On second, here's Algier. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So 1st down, and they'll stick with Algier. Tackle on that play by Quentin Williams.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing is Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Devontae Parker still going. Devontae Parker. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker, 69 yards. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get feet in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Escaping a tackler at the 25.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action. Now Wilson.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Wilson, he's going to look to run with it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
It's caught at the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
Barkley again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Now Wilson. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills have moved out in front.
And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. New England's offense set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Cousins now on 2nd down.
Open man is Chase, complete. Now he's free at the 35. Jamar Chase.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Patriots have yet again retaken the lead.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bills going to take over again on offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They go play action with Wilson.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he's taken down right away at the 39-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Throwing again here, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the Pats are going to take over here up near the 40. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
They're going to empty the backfield here, so you know this ball's likely to come out quick. They let the 4 outside receivers run deeper routes and then let the tight end just make a beeline across the formation. He's able to make the catch and turn it into good yardage and a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Cousins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And a completion to Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Santos' kick is up and through, and they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Side by Hyatt.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
To throw again is Wilson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw is Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what?
You got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. Touchdown, Bills! Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Staying on his feet. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half, Cousins.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Down the sideline he goes. He may go.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Okay,
so
Brandon,
we've
thanks
reached
very much.
halftime in
A lot to get to here is some of the division races starting to take shape
as we get you
as we
down
look
the
around the
coast to
NFL
Orlando
here in
for
week
Jonathan
number
Coachman
7.
at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Jordan Love has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Josh Downs, a touchdown reception. It was a strong first half for the veteran quarterback, Kirk Cousins. He was on point repeatedly, ultimately finishing with 4 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters alone.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. There he goes again. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now it's Wilson. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills. Touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
2nd down, Cousins. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Algier going straight ahead. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you got to call that both ways.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds
winds up to be incomplete.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Wilson. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Barkley, inside handoff.
He'll get this up to about the 44.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle with Barkley.
Down to about the 37. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
They go play action now. Wilson.
Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 13-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Wilson.
He connects with Hyatt.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Barkley.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley so it brings up 4th and goal.
Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Gay's kick is good, and the Bills have come back to regain the lead.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Cousins.
That's completed right side to Palmer.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Cousins to throw it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Cousins. That is caught. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
On the counter, here's Algier.
There's the stiff arm. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
That'll be caught by Parker.
A solid stiff arm. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A first down throw for Cousins. He'll find Parker again, complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
2nd down and 4.
Cousins.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Here's Cousins. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Not quite enough to get into the end zone, but what a nice play there. He makes the catch, tries to turn upfield and get to the pylon, but doesn't quite get there.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
Leo Chanel in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
Now a second down throw for Cousins.
Toward the sideline, intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that's the danger of throwing the ball to that part of the field, because if it does get picked off, as we just saw there, they can run a long way. They're actually fortunate they didn't give up a touchdown in addition.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
A give to Barkley on the gun. And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
New England on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
And Gay knocks this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Cousins.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Cousins now. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for New England. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Cousins on first down. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Cousins. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. It's a first down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game. Now Cousins. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Algier now up the middle.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And shedding through the tackle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. To throw, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw is Cousins.
Over the middle, caught by Mims. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They're going to look to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Cousins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots.
Jamar Chase
from 19 yards away.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th.
Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Bills now down by 1. 90 seconds remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Now Wilson. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here comes second down at 5. Here's Wilson. He's got his man. It's Hyatt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Now a pass hauled in downfield. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. Throwing now is Wilson. Fighting to stay upright. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So now all eyes on the Patriots, trailing by a touchdown. 54 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Here's Cousins.
That's complete to Chase.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Now 2nd and 4.
Cousins to throw.
And this is caught by Parker.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Fighting through pressure. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They'll look to throw.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively.
They've got his man complete.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe the Thunder gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes up, and I think it's a good call.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Bills, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New England, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.